yeah. Yes, y'all. If you don't stop, one time and it makes your body rock. All right, yo. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this your daily Go Getimism number 933 for April 23rd, 2016. All right, today, almost nighttime. I don't have a lot of time, so we better get right into this thing. Get into it. Get involved. All right. I want to talk to y'all about when people conveniently leave themselves out of a story that they're telling. They conveniently leave themselves out of a story that they're telling. In other words, they was involved in the story. They may have been a key player in the story that they're telling. But somehow, they left themselves out of the story when they told it to you. It's kind of like lying, but I'm not exactly sure if it is lying. Because if somebody tells you a story, evidently, either they want you to know what's going on with them, what happened with them, or if you ask them a story, ask them a question about something. But let's say you didn't ask them nothing. They just start volunteering information. Because, some people just like to volunteer information because they want people to know what's going on with them. They want you to know that they did this or that or whatever. Sometimes people try to hype themselves up to seem incredible. However, when it's not the case that they feel good about what they've done, they may tell you the real story about what happened, but they might not tell you exactly what their involvement was. So they may tell you that this person did that person did this, and this happened, and then the cops came, and everybody had to go to court, and they beat the case and all of that. But somehow they didn't put themselves in that story. Now hold on. If it's a story where they want themselves to look like Superman or Superwoman, of course they're going to put themselves in the story to make themselves seem like the hero of the day. But a lot of times when people leave themselves out of the story, they leave themselves out of the story because they ain't had no business being in the story. In other words, it's going to make you start asking questions about their character and their involvement, because it may have been something that affected you. So let's say, for example, they're telling you that they stopped the person from breaking in your house. You wasn't home. Let's say you were going on vacation, and they stopped somebody from breaking in your house. See, they're the hero. However, what they didn't tell you was that they was the ones who brought the people over there that robbed you in the first place. They were the ones who invited them over to their crib. You know what I mean? And maybe they was playing in your backyard or something like that. See, they didn't tell you that part. Only thing they told you was that, they saw somebody snooping around your house, and they made sure that they got rid of them. See, you're happy, they're happy, everybody's happy. They're the hero. Yeah. But they didn't tell you that the person that was trying to rob you in the first place was their people. They didn't tell you that the person that was trying to rob you is somebody that they hang around with and they have been cool with and have done robberies with previously. See, they don't want to tell you all that. They don't want to tell you all that, son. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to make you look bad at them. See, as long as they keep their involvement in the story to a minimum, to hero status, everything is all good. Now they've built up trust with you and all of that old good stuff. But in all reality, they the snake. Or they are the enabler of the snake to be able to slither his way over to your crib and get busy. That ain't cool though. Why leave yourself out of a story that you're directly involved in? I can see if you're going to court. Detectives are allowed to lie in order to get you to tell the truth. So, really, besides putting your right hand up to the Bible and lying before God, there's really no reason to tell the truth in court. Because if it's not a grand jury case, whether you lie or not doesn't really matter. You're not going to bite the bullet for that. You're not going to charge you with perjury. Anyway, I'm not encouraging anybody to lie or to go to court and lie. However, if you're going to tell a story, make sure that the characters in the story add up. So if you know something about about somebody's involvement and you ask them a question about it, and you already know, but they try to play it down like they didn't have no part in it. Like let's say your lady, you know that this dude tried to hit on your lady. You know what I mean? Or he tried to sell her something, or he did something that was a little bit inappropriate, a little bit disrespectful to you. So you go ask him, like, yo, man, you know what I mean? You know, my girl told me that blah, 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 and, you know, so she said that you asked her something about that? Like, what's going on with that? Oh, no, man, you know, like, nah, it wasn't like that. What happened was this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. So he's telling the story as if you came to him like you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you know that somebody is on some old craziness. Like they must be pathological if they know that you know the truth and they're gonna lie anyway. Like what are they trying to tell you if they would do something like that? It's crazy. But people do it. Some people instinctively lie before they tell the truth. They lie about crazy things. If you're in trouble, yeah, you might lie to be able to get away. But if you ain't in trouble, what you lying for? And if you're offering up stories, why are you leaving yourself out of stories that you know that you were directly involved in? Man, that's crazy. But as you know, we might be dealing with a whole lot of crazy people, so we gotta watch out for that. Anyway, be on the lookout for people who conveniently leave themselves out of stories that you know that they was involved in. Because they'll have you getting caught up in all this old crazy stuff. They'll have you telling stories about their stories and have you lying about their lies because you don't know. Forget about all that. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, when people leave themselves out of stories, when they conveniently leave themselves out of stories, those are the people that you have to watch. Because if you leave yourself out of stories that you know that you were involved in, that means that when somebody gets robbed, when somebody gets hurt, when somebody gets killed, when somebody has seen something that they know, they probably shouldn't have been. Anyway, when a person leaves themselves out of stories, when they leave themselves out of stories, those are the kind of people that you have to make sure that you keep an eye on at all times. Because when your crib get robbed, it wasn't them who did it. When one of your loved ones gets hurt, they wasn't the ones who saw them. What's up, baby? Yeah. Hey, what did she say? Anyway, yeah, when one of your loved ones get hurt, they didn't see nothing, so y'all can't catch up with the dude who did it or the woman who did it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That ain't cool, man. And it could be them. Some people so whacked out in the head that they do things and then they'll tell on themselves without putting themselves in the story. And they'll tell you everything that happened, but conveniently leave out themselves. Man, that's crazy. The Daily Go Getimism show is every single day, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Call in number 319-527-6199. blogtalkradio.com/Sun752. Peace. And I'll holler back at y'all. Oh, man, it's starting to rain. It's crazy. All right. One shelter.